The school's wooden doors creaked open, and I slipped into the cramped classroom, the scent of chalk and old textbooks hitting me like a familiar blanket. Sunlight streamed through the high, dusty windows, painting thin stripes across the rows of battered desks. Mrs. Adebayo, our math teacher, was already at the blackboard, her marker squeaking as she wrote a long equation about quadratic functions. She glanced up, offered a quick smile, and said, "Good morning, everyone. Let's see if you can solve this before the bell rings." I slid into my seat near the back, the worn seat squeaking under my weight. My notebook was a patchwork of scribbles, half-finished homework, and a doodle of a tiny house in the margin. My little escape. Beside me, Jamila whispered, "Did you see the flyer for the school's talent show? They're looking for acts." I nodded, feeling a spark of excitement despite the cramped space and the looming test. As Mrs. Adebayo worked through the problem, my mind drifted to the bus ride, the half-eaten bread, and the promise of a scholarship that might change everything. I scribbled a quick note to myself. "Ask Mr. Okonkwo about the scholarship form after class." The bell rang, shattering the quiet, and the room erupted into a chorus of shuffling chairs and chatter. I gathered my things, slipped the note into my pocket, and headed for the door, already rehearsing how I'd ask for that form. The hallway buzzed with nervous energy as the talent show sign-up sheet fluttered on the bulletin board. Names were scribbled in hurried ink, some with doodles of guitars, microphones, and dancing silhouettes. I hovered near the back, heart thumping like a drum, clutching the crinkled flyer that promised stage time, 3 minutes, any act. When my turn finally came, Mrs. Adebayo gave me an encouraging nod from the doorway. I stepped onto the makeshift stage, a cracked wooden platform in the school gym, lit by a single overhead bulb that flickered just enough to make the shadows dance. The audience, a sea of familiar faces, from the quiet kid in the front row to the senior who always cheered at sports events, settled into a hush. I cleared my throat, the sound echoing off the gym walls, and began to speak the story I'd rehearsed on the bus ride. My name is... And this is how a simple piece of bread changed my morning. As I spoke, I pulled out the half-eaten slice from my pocket, held it up, and let the crumbs fall like tiny raindrops. The crowd chuckled, then fell silent as I described the bus, the old man with the cane, and the glimpse of a future I was still fighting for. When I finished, a beat of silence stretched, then the gym erupted in applause. A few students whistled, and even the senior with the basketball jersey gave a thumbs up. The judges, Mr. Okonkwo, the math teacher, and Ms. Easy, the drama coach, conferred briefly before announcing, "You've got the raw honesty we're looking for. You're in!" My cheeks flushed hot as I stepped down, the flyer now stamped with a bright audition passed sticker. Jamila rushed over, eyes wide. "You were amazing. What are you going to do next?" she asked. I smiled, feeling the weight of the day lift a little. "First, I'm going to ask Mr. Okonkwo about that scholarship form. Then, maybe write a song for the talent show." The bell rang again, signaling the end of the school day, but the buzz of possibility lingered in the air. What would you like to see next? Let me know in comment section and subscribe.